Alright, so we got a slightly different style of video today. As you saw by the title, I am, like, recommending not to buy this fish food right here. So, I'm aware that there are some situations where this food, it might be perfect for you. You might love it, it might be great, your fish might eat it, but in my experience, I like to think I've had a decent amount of experience with this. I've been doing it for years and years. This is the worst food I've ever bought in my entire life. Nothing eats it. I might be wondering, why is it half empty? Because I've been trying to get my money's worth out of it. I have been trying for the past, year and a half, 2 years, to get this food gone, and it will not happen. By comparison, there's this API Cichlid Pellets, much smaller food, also significantly cheaper. This was like 30 bucks, this was like 15. Way more food than this, and the fish actually eat it. It's about half full right now. You'll see that in a clip towards the end where I actually demonstrate the difference in feeding between these two pellets with my peacock bass and a few other fish. But yeah, just overall, they won't eat this food. So I've got a few points written down here. Just on my computer. I'm gonna look at that just real quick and then figure out what's going on, what I gotta say. So yeah, I keep, as you guys may have seen in my other videos, I keep a wide variety of fish. I've got community fish, South Americans, Africans, goldfish, whatever. The only fish that will consistently eat this are goldfish. My plecos won't even chew on it. If I was to throw one in this tank right here, it would just get gross, get algae all over it, and just make the tank as a whole gross because the plecos don't eat it, nothing eats it. I don't know if it just tastes bad or something, but it's the only food I've ever had that my Oscars don't destroy. The second I put anything else in the tank, this in the tank, whatever, they're all over it. I put this in the tank, they totally ignore it. Now, I might be aware, or I am aware, that it could be because this is a sinking pellet, and they just might not be as into that, but I've done everything I can think of. I throw the pellets in the tank to try and make it splash the water and draw their attention. They completely ignore it. Nobody cares. Nobody likes this food. I just would not recommend it. And there's no benefit to it either. Just a nutrient analysis between the two tanks. They're pretty similar, the two foods, right? You can see the proteins and fibers and stuff there is pretty similar to this one here. A percent or two difference here and there, but overall it is not extreme. But I'd like to think that the most important nutrients that your fish are receiving are the ones they are actually eating. And they will not eat this food. Do not buy this food. It's so expensive. Sorry, I keep repeating that, but I just feel like I gotta make this video. I don't want anyone else to waste their money on that food because it does not work. It simply doesn't work. There are a few alternatives that I would recommend. Obviously, this API Cichlid pellet, it's amazing. It's probably the best food I've fed in a little while, actually, because my fish just love it. Also, Hikari Gold pellets. Those are another ones I would recommend highly. They're great. My fish destroy those, as well as omega-1 pellets. You can buy them at literally any fish store. They're great. I'd highly recommend. And also the fluval bug bites are great food. That's what I raised my Oscars on, and as you may have seen in other videos, and you'll see at the end of this video, they're decently sized. They're not full grown, but they're doing fine. Yeah, it's an expensive food. Doesn't have significantly more nutrients than other foods, and nobody eats it. That's basically all I wanted to say about it. And I have included a clip immediately after this of me feeding these two foods to a variety of fish to sort of demonstrate the difference between them. Just keep in mind, I do say this in the clip, but I have just recently fed my tank, so it isn't the perfect analysis, perfect setting for this, but it should help to paint a picture of the difference between the two. For some reason, the one time I filmed this trying to prove that this is not a good food to feed, my bass eats it. I kid you not. I fed him these foods just to test it out before the video to see if it would be a good idea or whatever, and he spat the pellets out. The second I film it, he swallows them. So there's that. It's unfortunate. Today's video with a grain of salt, right? this is my opinion. This is what happened to me. I don't like this brand. I would never recommend it to anyone. That being said, if you've had a good experience with it, someone else you follow recommends it, whatever, you do you, feed what you want. I would not recommend this food to anyone. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. I'm just gonna take a moment in the middle of the video to prove my point about this food, that none of my fish will eat it. So this is gonna interrupt one of the clips. Sorry about that. But as you can see here, it's my peacock bass tank, right? We got my Asian arowana, we got my peacock bass. Before there was comments saying, oh my god, this tank's too small for them. I know, I'm moving them to a bigger tank in the next few weeks here. But, currently, they're chilling in here. So, by comparison, just for a quick comparison, got the API Cichlid Pellets. This is amazing food, highly recommended. I've had it for 2 weeks, decently empty. And we got the extreme aquatic food with a peacock bass in the front, by the way. You'll find that kind of funny in a minute here, because this peacock bass will not eat it. So you can see maybe there's about half the bottle in there. I've had this for 2 years. The entire time I've had it, I have been feeding it to literally all of my fish, like I mentioned before. I had a second peacock bass a little while ago that has sadly passed away. He is the only fish I have ever had that would eat this food. 1 out of hundreds of fish. Anyways, so I'll show you. Got the API pellets. It's a bit smaller, but as soon as he sees it, see him? Should go up and eat it. I just fed this tank, so it's kind of a bad time for me to be filming the video. As you know, he's not super responsive right now. It's pretty full. Anyways, next, I'm gonna make sure all the pellets are gone, or else he'll just completely ignore these. Next, we got the stream monster pellets. They're quite large, so you'd think, pretty big fish like this bass here would be into it. So we're gonna throw them in. As you can see. Why isn't he spitting it out? Oh, there's the arowana. So the arowana spat it out. Earlier today, the bass was eating them and spitting them out. So maybe he's being like his buddy who would actually eat them before. If I just place it in the tank, maybe he'll eat this one as well. No, convict, not eating it. So that is the first time I have ever had this bass eat that pellet. The one time I try and film it to prove that these fish will not eat it, he eats it. So that's kind of, it's unfortunate. But just for a little bit more proof on that fish won't eat it, stream monster pellets designed for predatory fish. So we're gonna spin around. We're gonna try her in my South American cichlid tank here. Now we got some tiger Oscars, Jack Dempsey's Plecos, whatever. Anyone who's kept Oscars will know that these guys are absolute pigs, and they will eat almost anything you put in the tank, pretty much like the bass. So let's see. He has eaten these pellets once before, so that black dude there might eat some. He will not. He probably won't. That one there absolutely will not. So show you again. Throw them in the tank, spitting them out. That is way too much. I'm gonna have to net those out after this video. As you can see, completely ignored the food. Yeah, they just don't like the taste of it. I swear they don't like the taste. Now part of it could be that they are sinking pellets and these are topwater fish. As you can see, I did feed them earlier as well. So this isn't a perfect demonstration, because you could argue that they are full, but they're super greedy fish. They'll eat whatever. So it still goes to show that the fish just don't like it. It is not a good food for them, and I would absolutely not recommend buying it. There's a bit of dominance fights between those two right now. That is why the black Oscar right there is a little beat up right now. But I'll be keeping an eye on it. He's a big boy. He holds his own, so yeah, don't worry about him. Anyways, just the point of this interjection here, do not buy this food. Buy literally anything else. Just do not buy this food. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.